It's a delicious mental exercise when you are pregnant to imagine what your new child will look like. Reproduction is genetic Russian roulette. The combinations and possibilities are endless. Will your child get your husband's elegant nose? That charming dimple on your left cheek? But sometimes the possibilities are downright scary. Like when my newly pregnant mother went to a family reunion and discovered that all of the women on my father's side of the family were shaped like human triangles. Birthing hips, broad as barns, my mother gasped. I feared for you girls, I really did. For months, I fretted that you'd be shaped like something in a funhouse mirror. When I became pregnant, I didn't share my mother's worry about the genetic cocktail shaken up in my bar, because of course, my baby would be beautiful. Hybrid babies always are. My husband is a dashing Indian man, and I'm a fair, blue-eyed European. Definite win-win. I envisioned the perfect hybrid child. Loose black curls, blue eyes, cafe au lait skin, long, slender legs. I paid dearly for my vanity. My newborn was the most ridiculous-looking thing in the nursery. All of the other babies were plush and pink and sleepy. Daphne was a mere 5 pounds and had not enjoyed her speedy ride down the birth canal. Her eyes, in comparison to her wizened, scrawny frame, were eerily enormous. They rolled around incessantly, as if in a frantic attempt to figure out where she was and who the hell was to blame. Whoa, this puppy needed at least another month in there, my husband said, peering through the nursery window. The skinny ones take a while, I said. As luck would have it, her looks did improve. Soon she was quite a lovely baby. The first time I heard someone remark upon her beauty, I swelled with pride, until it actually dawned on me what had been said. My God, she is the most gorgeous baby I've ever seen. Funny, she looks nothing like you. To my chagrin, it was true, and I had nobody to blame. I'd prayed for a beautiful girl, and God had delivered. But proof that God is a dick. He'd included not one scrap of visible genetic connection between mother and daughter. Oh my God, she's a dark one, said my friend Rhonda, peering into the crib. My neighbor's husband. Well, hell, your DNA sure didn't translate, did it? Did that kid come out wearing a sari? The hopeful woman pushing a Shanghai baby in the swing at the park. Oh, you adopted overseas too. The woman squeezing the nectarines at the Kroger. What a living doll baby you have there. What country did you get her from? Planet Uterus, I snarled. What strange vanity is it that makes us long to see ourselves, even a scrap of ourselves, reflected back at us in our children's faces? I had a beautiful baby. I should have been satisfied. Instead, I began toting her around with defensive outrage, waiting for yet another person to question her parentage. Friends tried to be helpful. I think maybe she has the shape of your eyes, my friend Adrian said. No doubt about it. She has your nose, said Betty Ann. I had a nose job in the 11th grade, I reminded her. "She's got your butt," my mother announced proudly. This had to be my fault somehow. Had I been too greedy with my requests to the big guy in the sky? As penance, had he given me a complete stranger, both in mind and in body? Like anyone in an emotional crisis, I decided to try meditation. I burned incense, inhaled deeply, and repeated the mantra, "Actually, she is my biological child." I hoped that if I practiced enough and aligned my chakras, I could utter this without hissing like a pit viper. When my daughter was 2.5 years old, on a September afternoon, she pitched her potty training chair into the middle of the room like Nolan Ryan, naked and enraged. "Me no like the potty," she hollered. "Daffy no sit on potty. Arr!" Nostrils flaring and curls springing haywire, she kicked the little pink potty chair across the room with menace. "No doing potty," she announced in a steely tone. "And you no make me." This last remark was clearly a threat. My husband looked up from the football game on television in alarm. "Jesus, honey," he said wide-eyed, "she's you."